welcome to our time together today. I'm Kristen, and I'm here as I always am to share whatever message wants to come through. What are the themes going on in our life? What do we need to know today, this week, this cycle of our life? We'll start with where we are coming from. From the ashes. So there's already been a death process. There's already been that transformational death process. There's an ending to a certain journey, and you are sitting in the pile of ashes. A wonderful friend of mine who is a Chinese herbalist spoke about her process with going through this type of thing, and she was like, I felt like I was a seed sitting on a pile of ashes. And it was just like whatever was done, whatever needed to be burned down, whatever it was burned down, whatever needed to go out of your life, whatever needed to get cut off, whatever needed to not be there. After that is been taken away, after that has been let go of, and even after whatever grieving process is a part of it, because that can often be a part of transformational death type processes in our life. Is it can be overwhelming, and it can be very beautiful to mourn something and to give gratitude to something that, although it no longer serves, it might not even be good for us anymore, it was a part of our life. She thinks of herself as this seed on the ash, and it's this moment of really grounding down, like you're the fresh seed. You're what is going to turn into the new blossom, the new thing. But it's important to feel very grounded. So what do you do to feel grounded in your life? Maybe it's get more rest. Maybe it's taking certain foods out of your diet. Maybe it's putting your feet on the earth more, even if that means walking out of your apartment and putting it on like the teeny tiny bit of grass in front of your apartment building. Maybe it's making a conscious ritual that's very simple and just sitting with a cup of tea and a candle as you take 10 minutes to yourself in the evening. What makes you feel grounded? That is this inner resource that you have, that it could even be just taking a few deep breaths. So where are we? Where are we after this transformation process, after we have, maybe you didn't even know that you were done with it. Do you think that you're still in it? You're done, babe. You're actually done. So where are we? What's next there? Malleable, to be flexible. It's time to be in flow and in imagination, to allow yourself to dream and to begin to get comfortable with a way of life, a way of being, new routines, new explorations that maybe you're not comfortable with, and perhaps you're not comfortable with it because it's exactly what you want and it feels unattainable, or it feels like I tried to do that last year or 5 years ago or 5 months ago or 5 weeks ago and it didn't work. And it's always this moment right now, because you are constantly learning and changing and growing and becoming more integrated in your wisdom every single day. We're constantly going through the lessons. So it's very possible that something 5 hours ago that you weren't ready for, that something transpired, or you were having a conversation with somebody, or you read something, or you saw something that in that moment made you exactly ready for the thing that you have been turning towards in your life. And so it can be allowing yourself to gently be comfortable with that. It's about being gentle, baby stepping it. Again, what are the inner and outer resources? How do you allow yourself to be in more of a process that is slow, that isn't about everything is so quick these days, and we got to get this done and we got to get that done. And it's great to be active and make very clear and decisive decisions and to take actions on them. But often before we can take those clear and decisive and directive actions, we have to really get clear and understand and feel comfortable. And that is where being able to be slow, and to let yourself have that pause or that silent moment. And you might find that it's helpful that maybe you titrate back and forth, right, between those things. It's, you're doing, and then there's something inside of you that says, okay, you need to slow down. Maybe you are getting pressure from outside people or situations, or even from yourself. No, go get it done. I don't really mean it. I don't really want it. I don't really want to go for it if I don't get it done now. And so maybe the challenge is, can you pace yourself? Can you allow yourself to get comfortable with something that might feel a little uncomfortable in the process of getting comfortable with what you are wanting in life, with what you're moving towards, with what can seem like a completely different story or timeline? Even the cats want it for you. They are here. That is my Nico, and he loves to be on camera. He likes to be seen and heard, and he's here to remind you that maybe you want to be seen and heard, perhaps in a new kind of way that feels uncomfortable for you. Perhaps one of the things you've been letting go of is this resistance or this block in the voice, really expressing yourself. You want to be seen. You want to be seen and heard so that your magic can come through. And it's really about working your magic on yourself first. It's wonderful to be in service, and it's wonderful to create the thing that you're going to share with the world, so that you can receive the abundance, receive the security, the finances, the homes, the relationships, the communities, the travel, all the things that you want. But you have to make a wish on my kitty's butt right now about what you're manifesting. But you have to work that magic on yourself, and that magic that you're working on yourself is to believe truly in yourself, to navigate through what it truly means in an embodied sense of the word, to really believe in yourself, and to really believe in your gut, believe in your heart, and to allow your brain and your intellect and all of this experience that's up here, that's cataloged up here, to not completely run the show without checking into that gut and that instinct and that fire and that heart space, that heart intelligence, that thing that tells you what really feels right for you. And when we have all these things working together, that's magic. Anything else? Torpid. So this is the seed lying on the ash. And the seed that is going to push through and ground down and root through the ashes. The ashes are the fertilizer, the thing that you burn down, the thing that you let go of, those maybe negative thought patterns, negative ways of being, places where you feel blocked and you can't get through, places where you feel like this temptation to doubt yourself or your value or the belief that you really deserve this thing. You're rooting down through the ashes. You're accepting all of this about yourself. You're accepting every piece of who you have ever been. There's no shame on anything that you've ever had to do, and using the wisdom that you had at that time to make the best decision that you possibly could. And you were doing the best that you absolutely could at that time. No matter how you felt you treated yourself, you were doing your best. But now it's time to root down through what has transformed into fertilizer. And use these experiences, let it go, let this stuff go, and become usable life force energy to grow the next phase. Because you're already in it. Thank you so much. If you're enjoying the content, I hope that you will subscribe. I would love to connect with you, get to know you better. Please give me a thumbs up. It really helps me here on YouTube and getting the message out and getting into the algorithm. I would appreciate it. And let me know in the comments below what you're resonating with. And I will see you very soon. Bye.